Hello, my fellow readers. This video may not be that long because I don't know how to make it longer, but I really want to talk about this book that I have in front of me, and I'll show you in a minute, because I opened this in one of my book hauls, and I had mentioned that I didn't know what the book was about, but it seemed kind of fantastical, and there's these weird animals. Anyway, the book was The Wise Beasts of the Wizarding Wisdoms. The story and art was by Nagabe, who did The Girl from the Other Side, which I really like that manga. So I was like, well, I'll see what else Nagabe has worked on. And I was just surprised by this book. This book is actually Shonen Ai, which I did not know when I picked it up, but I thought I would share that. So it's a boys' love story. I say boys love, but they're animals, so it's it's weird, but they're male animals, and they have like different love stories. Overall, I thought it was kind of cute. It has some nice art. I did think most of the stories were cute overall. I really liked probably the first one the best, which was about a bunny and a cat, and the bunny really likes the cat. And so the bunny uses a spell, which I think was a potion, on the cat in order to sort of have its way with the cat. It wanted to have a little kiss with the cat. But then it turns out that the cat knew the whole time, and it wasn't an actual like potion, and the cat really liked the bunny back. So it was a cute kind of story. And that's the whole thing with this. It was really story based. It wasn't a cohesive, like full plot driven novel. They're just like short stories that are all set at the same school. So it was kind of fun that they were all in this school. Some of the stories were weird. The next one like involves a wolf and a like sheep goat person, and that was just weird. Like the wolf likes to like bite the goat sheep thing guy, and really I think it's supposed to mean that it's marking it, like it likes it, but I don't know. That one was kind of more twisty, and I was like, I don't know if this is cute or just semi-disturbing. Yeah. There's even a story with like a professor and a student. I think the professor's like a dragon. It's very weird looks. At the end, oh yeah, he was a dragon. At the end of all of them, like it tells you about the animals. You probably can't see it, but it will tell you about the animals featured in the story. I really liked, I forgot, this third or fourth one I really liked too. It was a deer, a red deer and a lizard, and they're roommates. They were roommates. And it's winter. So like the lizard is cold-blooded and is having difficulties with the snow, and it's like the deer's favorite time of year because the deer can like hug and cuddle with the lizard. So even though the lizard doesn't really like the time because it's too cold for the lizard and it makes the lizard slow down, the deer loves it because the lizard will cuddle with him. And so that one was just kind of cute. Maybe one day they'll confess their true feelings and they will happily be together. And there's just other ones. There's ones like the two birds. One is a peacock and one is like a regular bird. And I can't remember. I think the other bird was a crow. Yeah, a carrion crow. And the crow likes the peacock, but the peacock's trying to impress like the girls at the academy. There are girls there. We don't really get to see them much because it's Shonen Ai. But the crow kind of keeps ruining the plots to impress the girls because the crow wants the peacock all to himself. And there was a really weird one about these two bats that look exactly alike. And so it's That's so disturbing. So they usually share food with one another, as bats will do. Like if one has more in its stomach, it'll regurgitate and share the food with the other bat. But then they discover, when they're kind of hiding under an invisibility cloak, they discover the bunny boy and the cat boy from chapter 1 kissing, and they think that that looks like an interesting way to share things. And so then they start kissing each other. And they're so dense that it's kind of funny and cute. Oh. Yeah, so there's a lot of stories like that in here, but it was totally unexpected for me because I didn't know going into it. I was kind of hoping there would be more about the school and, you know, some kind of like magic system, but it really is just short little love stories, or some aren't really love stories, as I've sort of described. Some are just kind of weird little tales that you're like, that's not a healthy relationship. But there are some that are more like the start of a love story, and they're kind of cute. Again, I said like the deer and the lizard and the bunny and cat boys, they're the two that they're more official, closer to love stories. Even though the two roommates don't confess or anything, it's still more of like a gentle love story. And I think the very last tale, I think, was more of a love story, and that's actually between a bear and a human. But the rest of it, they're just short, episodic, like little pieces. So, I mean, you can't go into this expecting to have like a good narrative or even very like successful kind of romantic stories. They're just little episodes at this school. Like that's all that you can really expect from it. So I don't know whether or not to recommend it. I mean, I don't regret reading it, but it was not what I expected at all. So just in case you saw me opening it in one of my haul videos and you wanted to know more about the book, yeah, it's just little episodes that happen at this school, and some of them are more love stories and some of them are just weird relationships that these beings have with one another. That bat one did make me laugh, though. It was so weird. It was so weird. So if you want to check it out, if you see it and you want to like give it a read, go ahead. I would definitely 100% recommend Sularun, The Girl from the Other Side, that's by Nagabe. That story is really engaging. It's a dark, kind of fairy tale-esque story. I'm loving that one, so I would 100% recommend that one if you want to pick up work by Nagabe. And Nagabe's art style is a little bit different than traditional manga, so I would also recommend it for the art style. And that's about it. That wraps this up. Until next time, bye.